Hello children, good morning everyone. Hope you all are fit and fine. Okay, in the previous classes we have seen about Wheatstone Bridge and Meter Bridge. Okay, you all have done the classworks and assignment. Okay, I am happy about it. Right, today we are going to see about electromotive force. What is electromotive force and the determination of internal resistance. Determination of internal resistance. Okay. It is also important question, and we are going to see about cells in series, cells in parallel and potentiometer in today's class. Okay. What is electromotive force? What is electromotive force? Okay. So, a battery or a cell is called a source of electromotive force. So, the term electromotive force is a misnomer since it does not really refer to a force but describes a potential difference in volts. So, the EMF of a battery or a cell is the voltage provided by the battery when no current flows in the external circuit. When no current flows in the external circuit. So, the electromotive force determines the amount of work of a battery or cell has to do a move or certain amount of charge around the circuit. So, it is denoted by the symbol psi. It is denoted by the symbol psi. Okay. Let me explain. Electromotive force. Electromotive force. Okay. And the determination of electromotive force. Okay. Now, take a battery. Okay. Take a vessel containing a charged fluid. Okay. Containing a charged fluid. Now, cathode, anode is taken here. Okay. Now, here is a bulb. Okay. It is a bulb. Okay. It may not look like a bulb, but you understand. Okay. This is a plus charge. This is a negative charge. Okay. Now, here there is a internal resistance. There is a internal resistance or internal resistance. Now, this EMF determines, okay, EMF, electromotive force. This EMF determines the, okay, it determines the amount of work done, It determines the amount of work done. EMF determines the amount of work done by cell or battery, okay. So, this EMF determines the amount of work done by cell or battery. So, in the EMF பொறுத்து தான் charge move ஆகும். Do you understood? So, it determines the work done. So, எவ்வளோ work இங்க நடக்குது அப்படிங்கிறத EMF தான் denote பண்ணுது. Do you understood? So, this EMF is represented by the letter psi. This is the symbol for EMF. It is called psi. It is called psi. Okay. So, for ideal battery, there is a two kinds of battery. Ideal battery and real battery. Ideal battery and real battery. Ideal battery and real battery. So, for ideal battery, the EMF, okay, ideal battery, the EMF which is denoted by psi is equal to voltage. For ideal battery, EMF is equal to voltage. For real battery, EMF is not equal to voltage. This is a concept, okay. This is the simple concept. EMF is equal to voltage. EMF is equal to voltage in ideal battery and EMF is not equal to voltage in real battery. This is represented by the letter psi, okay. That is called psi. Okay, you understood? This is the electromotive force. Okay, electromotive force. Have you understood? Now we are going to see the determination of resistance by this electromotive force. Determination of internal resistance. determination of internal resistance. Now, a circuit, okay, with cathode, anode and the fluid of charged particles. Okay, of charged particles, positive, negative. Which is connected to a voltmeter. Okay, which is connected to a voltmeter. And again, it is connected to a internal resistance. Sorry, external resistance. External resistance. Okay, positive charge, negative charge, cathode, anode, electromotive forces created here. Okay, now we draw it in a circuit diagram. So, in a circuit diagram, a positive terminal, a negative terminal and a resistance, internal resistance, that is R, okay, which is connected to a voltmeter. In term, there is a external resistance also there. Also an internal resistance. So, internal resistance small r and a capital resistance, that is external resistance, okay, also here. So, this voltage is plus minus, okay, here also plus minus, connected with plus, connected with minus, okay. So, here voltage V equal to IR, voltage V equal to IR. So, due to internal resistance R, due to internal resistance R, okay, have you drawn this? Okay, have you drawn? Right. So, due to internal resistance, R, this voltage is greater, sorry, the voltage is less than psi, that is EMF, due to internal resistance, okay. So, if voltage is equal to that EMF, if voltage is equal to EMF, means that there is a voltage drop taken place, voltage drop taken place, okay. There is a voltage drop, okay. Right. Now, V equal to V equal to psi minus IR. So, IR equal to psi minus V. Okay, this is equation 1. Right, now IR equal to V by Ohm's law, IR equal to V, that is Ohm's law. So, you have to, this is equation 2. So, now divide 1 by 2, 1 divided by 2. So, IR equal to psi minus V divided by IR divided by V. Okay. What happened here? This small r is equal to psi minus V, because this I get cancelled, I get cancelled. by V into that capital R comes here. Right? So here if psi, V and R are known, then you can find the value of internal resistance. You can find the value of internal resistance. So this internal resistance can be calculated in another form. So as in Wheatstone bridge, P equal to R, isn't it? So we are writing P equal to VI. P equal to VI. So what happens? P equal to V is what? Psi. So psi into I. Okay. Now what is the value for psi? See here. Psi equal to, from here, okay. Here IR plus V. IR plus V. So apply here. Apply psi here. So P equal to IR plus V into I, isn't it? Now I square R plus IV, that is P. Now I square R plus what is V? V equal to IR. V equal to IR. So I into IR. So I square R plus I square R. Okay. So this is the internal resistance, this is the external resistance. So I R square is lesser than I R square. You understood? This is the what? Internal resistance. This is the determination of internal resistance. Determination of internal resistance. So internal resistance is smaller than external resistance. Internal resistance is smaller than external resistance. That's all. This is the determination of internal resistance. Have you understood, children? Now next we are going to see cells in series and cells in parallel. Okay. Now cells, if cells is connected in series, what happen? And cells connected in parallel, what happen? Okay. So cells in series, right? Right. Take battery, okay. Small size battery you are taking, okay. In remote, okay. This battery is placed, isn't it? So we are taking 3 batteries in series. Okay, we are taking 3 batteries and we are connecting, okay, connecting to a resistance, connecting to a resistance. Now it will be having an internal resistance and a what is this? Psi, which is the EMF. So internal resistance and EMF, internal resistance and a EMF. If we draw it in a circuit form, okay, we are drawing it in a circuit form, all the batteries. Battery nale circuit formula இப்படி தான் வரையணும், okay, plus minus. Again for this battery plus minus, for this or plus or minus. So plus minus plus minus plus minus. Okay. Now take a point A and here this point is B. Now there is a external resistance acting on it. So we are drawing it. This is the resistance. Okay, right. Now the total EMF of the battery, total EMF of the battery. So EMF is represented by psi, isn't it? EMF na psi. So total na very n number, isn't it? So n psi. So n psi. Now we are going to find the equivalent resistance. Equivalent resistance. Equivalent resistance. So equivalent resistance. So resistance equivalent. It is represented as small r equivalent, equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 and so on. You understood? So on. Right? So R plus R goes to n times. R into n times. It is written as this. So what happened? R of n. R of n. So R equivalent is equal to NR. R equivalent is equal to NR. Now we are going to find, here we have find the equivalent resistance. Okay. Here we have found the total EMF. So we are going to find total equivalent resistance. We are going to find total equivalence resistance. So total resistance, total equivalent resistance is equal to what happens? NR plus R. This NR plus the capital resistance, the whole resistance R. Okay. The total resistance. Okay. Three battery internal resistance and total resistance, that is NR, and over external resistance, that is R. So total resistance equal to NR plus R. Okay. Now we are going to find the total current. Total current. Current is I. So V equal to IR. So I equal to V by R, isn't it? I equal to V by R. Here V is equal to psi, isn't it? And R is the resistance. Both is total only. Total. Okay. So psi total is what? Total EMF, that is I is equal to N psi. Total resistance is NR plus R. NR plus R. Okay. Right. Now this is the value for current. Okay. Total current. Now we are going to apply two cases. Case 1. In case 1, the small r is lesser than R. Okay. In case 2, this capital R is lesser than small r. Okay. So this R is very small. So R is negligible. So R is very small. So it is negligible. Here capital R is very small. So capital R is negligible. Negligible means it is cancelled. It is cancelled. We understood? Right. Now apply here. R is negligible. So this small r is cancelled. Isn't it? So what happens? I is equal to N psi by, this becomes 0. So only R will be left. So what we will write here? This V by R, isn't it? This is V by R. Psi is equal to V for ideal battery. So psi by R is equal to V by R. So what is this? This is a current, isn't it? So I is equal to N into I1. N into I1. Here we are cancelling this R value. So what happens? I is equal to N psi by NR. Here also psi R is there, isn't it? Psi R, that is V by R, that is I. So I is equal to, what happened? This N get cancelled. Psi R is only left. Okay. So I equal to I1. So, here it is a great advantage. Case 1 is an advantage, case 2 is a disadvantage. You understood? Write down. Here the cells are connected in parallel. The cells are connected in parallel. Okay. Take the 3 batteries. 3 batteries in previous one we have seen in a series form. Here we are taking the 3 batteries in a parallel form. Parallel form. Okay. Right. Now it is connected to the positive terminal and negative terminal. Okay. All is positive, 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 negative, negative, negative. Okay. Here is the internal resistance R, 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 and also the psi, psi, and psi. Okay. Now we are going to draw it in a circuit form. Okay. Plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, right? Okay. Here is also internal resistance, this is the external resistance R, here is a psi, psi, psi. Okay, the current is flowing here, right? This is the circuit for cells in parallel. Okay, now we are going to find the equivalent resistance. First total EMF and total resistance and further total current. Okay, these 3 things we are going to find as we have seen in the previous one. That's all. Okay, first of all, equivalent resistance. We are going to find equivalent resistance. Now that is 1 by Rp. First of all, R is the external resistance. Okay. So, equivalent resistance for this external one in a parallel form, okay, that is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus so on up to n times, okay, that is 1 by Rn, okay. And now 1 by small r equivalent that is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R plus up to 1 by R into n terms, Same as that in series 1, okay. So what happened? 1 by R equivalent is equal to N by R. N by R. Okay. In previous one, what we have seen, R equal to NR. So here 1 by R equivalent is equal to N by R. N by R. Okay. Right. Now we are going to find the total resistance. What is the total resistance? This one plus that one. Internal. Total resistance is equal to N by R plus capital R. So internal resistance in terms of N and the external resistance. Okay, do you understood? Now we know that V equal to IR according to Ohm's law, and what happens? I equal to V by R. I equal to V by R. So the total EMF equal to total EMF. Here the total EMF is equal to psi. Total EMF is equal to psi. Okay. Now we are going to find I equal to V by R. So V is the psi. R is the, this is the total. So apply this one here. So I equal to V by R. I equal to V by R, where V is equal to total EMF psi and R is equal to this total resistance N by R plus capital N, that is I. This is the current. Okay. Then I equal to psi by R, power la, take LCM N plus RR. What is here? N by R na? Sorry, R by N na? So 1 by R equivalent is N by R. So for R equivalent, that is R by N, isn't it? Sorry. R by N. So what happened? The LCM will N. LCM is N, R plus NR. R plus NR. So this N is gone up. So N psi divided by R plus NR. This is the I. Now we are going to apply the two cases, case 1, case 2. If R is smaller than, like that. Now, case 1. In case 1, small r, small r is less than r. So r is much smaller than r. So r is negligible. R is small. So r is negligible. In case 2, capital R is small. So R is small. R is negligible. Okay. Right. Now you apply it here. So what happens? This small r goes away. So I is equal to N psi by N R. So what happens? This N get cancelled. So psi by R. So what happens? This N value cancels each other and it becomes psi by R. So I equal to psi by R. Okay. Now if R is negligible, what happens? R gets cancelled. So apply R here. So R gets cancelled. Okay. So R is equal to, so N and R gets cancelled. What happened? I is equal to N psi divided by R. You understood? So what happens? I equal to psi by r for first case and I equal to n psi by r in second case. Right? So this psi by r. So it becomes what? I equal to n into I1. Okay, that's all. This is the cells in parallel. Now we are going to see about potentiometer. Okay, what is a potentiometer? Okay, this potentiometer is used for the accurate measurement of potential difference. Okay, in circuits for measuring the potential difference, this potentiometer is used. Okay, let me give a brief discussion about potentiometer. Okay, so it is used for the accurate measurement of potential differences, current and the resistance. Okay, do you understood? This potentiometer is used for measuring the potential difference in the circuit. Okay, so it consists of a 10-meter long wire of manganese. 10-meter long wire of manganese. Okay, I am going to draw it now. You draw along with me. Okay, take your note and draw. Okay, a 10-meter long wire. A 10-meter long wire which is made up of manganese. Okay, the wire is made up of manganese. Okay, we are taking this wire as C and D. This is the long wire. Okay, this wire is connected to a battery. The battery is containing a positive terminal and a negative terminal. Okay, this battery is connected to a key. Okay, this represents key. Okay, it is connected to a key. This is a primary circuit. Okay, this is a long manganese wire connected to a battery and a key. This is a primary circuit. Now we are going to connect with a secondary circuit. Okay, we are going to connect with a secondary circuit. So in secondary circuit, what are the things will be there? Another battery is there. Another battery, a positive terminal or negative terminal. Okay. Now here this force created is called electromotive force, that is psi. Okay. It is connected to a galvanometer. And a high resistance. High resistor is connected, which is connected to a jockey. This is the jockey. Okay, which is connected to a jockey, that is J. Okay, that is J, and this is the secondary circuit. Okay, this CD I have drawn is a 10-meter wire. Okay, it is used for the accurate measurement of potential differences and current resistance. Okay, it is a 10-meter wire. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here A and here B. So this is a 10-meter long wire. Okay, but I have make you to understand it in a short wire. So this is a 10-meter wire made up of manganese. It is used for what? Measurement of potential difference, current and resistances. Okay. Now, this potential difference across Cj, okay, across Cj, the potential difference is across Cj is equal to psi, Here, no current is flown, okay, here no current is flown through G. So, no current flow through G. G is what? Galvanometer. G is the galvanometer. Here the Cj is the balancing length. Cj is the balancing length. Okay. Right. So this is written as L. Cj is written as L. So V equal to IR. We know no, according to Ohm's law, according to Ohm's law, V equal to what? IR, isn't it? Right. Now, what is R? The whole resistance is equal to, what is the external resistance? That is equal to the whole length, that is L, into the internal resistance R. So, capital R is equal to small r into L. That is the resistance per unit length. Do you understood? Now, V equal to IR. So, V is equal to psi, isn't it? So, psi is equal to I into R. So, what is R? RL. So, I into small r into L. So, psi is equal to I into R into L. Now, from this potentiometer, we came to a conclusion that EMF is directly proportional to the length of the wire. EMF is directly proportional to the length of the wire. So, this is the potentiometer. That's all about potentiometer. Okay. Okay, children, that's all about today's class. Note it down clearly. There's a primary circuit, secondary circuit, a battery, a key, again a battery, a galvanometer, high resistor, a jockey which is connected to a long 10-meter wire. This is a 10-meter wire which is described in this form. Okay. And final conclusion is that EMF, okay, that voltage is directly proportional to the length of the wire. That's all. This is about potentiometer. Okay, note down the homework. Okay, first of all, internal resistance. Internal resistance, okay, that derivation first one. Internal resistance, okay. Do it in your classwork, also assignment. And second one, cells in parallel and series. Cells in parallel and series. Make it as homework. Make it as homework, okay. Go through the derivations thoroughly, okay. The derivations are very important for your exam, okay. Okay, children, that's all. This is for today's class. Have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you. இன்னும் ஒன்று இருக்குது ஆனால்